And what's going on, everyone? My name is Tom's Complete Circuit Podcast, episode 45. As you know, I got my good friend Joe here.
Hello.
And we have the wonderful Erin.
Hello, hello.
And Manny is off this week, and Kyle is as well. But that is okay because we expect them both to be here, full house, next week for the first official, true, correctly done live podcast. Complete the Circuit, coming to you live next week, July 2nd. Joey will be here.
No.
He will.
Home Depot.
You're gonna be at Home Depot?
Yeah.
That's a whole thing. We're not gonna get into that. So basically, guys, as of next week, it will be 1 year since we started this crazy ass adventure. And while we're gonna get into some of that in a little bit later in the show, especially because it was a slow news week this week. So let's start things off with, I guess, the big news for today, which was what are you saying, Joey?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm waiting for you to just say whatever you.
You know, you need to speak into the microphone.
I'm waiting for you to say whatever you need to say.
I'm trying to say it, which
All right,
is
then
we saw Windows 11 this week. So let's. We all saw the video.
It's Windows.
I saw MKBHD's video.
Mac.
So, Erin, do you have a article or a picture or?
I do not. I tried to ask you ahead of time,
she did.
You said you were going to wing it.
Yeah.
And I said I need to prepare.
Oh, I mean, we knew Windows 11 was going to be on the agenda, but that's okay.
Didn't know it was going to be on the agenda since we talked about it last week, too.
Can we not fight during the podcast, please? Okay.
We did talk about it last week. We saw
No, we didn't.
Windows 11 today, and it's interesting. So, and you know what? I said this, and MKBHD said this in his video that he just uploaded today as well. Windows has this alternating issue, right? Like XP was good, Vista bad, 7 great, 8 not good, and then 10 good, right?
You did MKHBD.
MKBHD.
Yeah, that guy. You did his hand signals.
I've been saying that. You know, it doesn't matter. What's important is, will Windows 11 be a thumbs up or thumbs down? Erin, you saw the whole thing today, right? Their whole press conference thing, right?
I did.
What are your thoughts?
Well, it looked really good. I haven't used Windows in a while, but I know the first time I never really used Windows 8. I did use a little bit of Windows 10, and Windows 11 does look a little bit better to me. It looks a lot cleaner, and I really like the glass look. The being able to use Android apps on it was pretty cool, which Apple is also gonna do if they haven't done it yet. They talked about it at some point.
It's kind of so they're basically unifying. So an iOS app is not just an iOS app; it's also an Apple TV app, an iPad app, and a macOS app. It's all part of the same ecosystem. Where Android is Android.
But overall, I would say, after watching it, it did make me want to get my gaming laptop a little bit more just for Windows 11.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I would say it looked overall good, but their presentation was very boring. They had no life. Everybody looked like they were obviously reading off of a teleprompter, and that they were not actually excited about what they were doing. That's just my thought.
They're Windows engineers. There's not going to be any excitement when it comes to Windows, but I mean, this is getting a little bit of buzz. It is it's trending on Twitter right now. Joey, what are your thoughts? You saw the same MKBHD video I did.
Yeah. When's the watch OS? When's the new watch coming out?
The new watch? I don't see how that's relevant to Windows 11. Windows 11.
We're talking about that.
We're talking about that. Watch
sorry.
OS is another thing.
I rather talk about the watch because Windows 11.
Excuse me.
Did nothing.
Didn't do anything for you?
No, I mean besides it, pretty much copying the Mac landscape. Nothing.
They did copy a few Apple things.
I mean, it looks nice. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice, but
it's like a fusion of Windows 7 and Windows 10. Because Windows 7 had all the glass shit, as did Windows Vista, but Windows 7 I think did it better. And then they fused it all with the flat, harsh, you know what I'm talking about, the rigidness of Windows 10.
You know what it is, honestly. What really is? I came to this thought process. Conclusion. There we go. Sorry, I had to talk it out.
Conclusion.
It
There's the
happens.
word. I was like, what the where is he going with this?
This conclusion that I'm really not. I don't really care about Windows.
You don't care about Windows?
Because I don't want to live my life updating my computer every single week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in with Apple, you don't. I mean, yes, there's app updates, but it's not as much as with Windows.
No.
Seems like either every week or every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, as long if Windows 11 means that you're not going to be throwing us updates every single week, then okay, I'll be excited. But I don't see that happen.
I don't either. And one of the things that macOS does really well, I mean, not to fanboy the Apple ecosystem, but like even if an update goes off and it installs, even if you didn't tell it to, it restores all your crap back to how it was. It opens up the same applications, same tabs, everything automatically. And it's almost sometimes it's like you can't even tell that it happened. I mean, you can, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's close enough to getting you to back basically where you were before the update. But yeah, I mean, the macOS updates come out seldomly. Like maybe once a month, here or there, you know, some bug fixes and what have you. And then that's about it. And then with Windows, like I have my virtual machine for Windows Server, and it's every day. It's every day. I get that's Windows Server, so that's a little different.
Right.
But it's every single day. There's some new shit. Every single day, and I get and it takes over the whole screen. Updates are ready for you to install, and then I can't hit escape. I have to hit view updates.
Well, this one with Windows 11 is going to install updates in the background.
Yeah, but is it gonna? So it may install them in the background. I think even Windows 10 installs them in the background, but you still have to restart your machine. So if the frequency,
I don't know. That's just what they said.
So, that's just what they said. Okay.
Yeah, they said it during the event, as if the way that they made it sound was that it was a new feature to updates that they haven't previously used.
But and I'm not arguing with you, Erin. I'm sorry. If you have more to say, I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. I don't have a whole lot of recent Windows experience, so anything I add is just going off of like their tone and what they said.
Because I was going to say with Windows 10, like you said, they do it in the background.
Yeah.
Already. But like you said, you have to restart the machine.
Right.
It doesn't restart by itself.
Right. And if it does, it doesn't bring back all your shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't understand why they're saying this is new. Because it's not new.
Yeah. I mean, there could be like a bunch of under the hood features.
I mean, does that mean that it's going to restart the machine by itself? Is that the new part?
I mean, based on the way, and Erin, correct me if it sounded this way. Tell me if it's not. So basically the way that you heard it was that they're going to install in the background invisibly, and that it's not going to be like an intrusive restart your computer, get in the way, interrupt your whole day, your workflow type ordeal.
Yeah. When they said it, it made me think of how my iPhone apps automatically update without me knowing, because I have auto update feature on.
Right.
And then they're just always up to date, but I never actually like notice unless I catch an app in the cycle of it updating. That's just what it made me think of.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how the updates have previously worked, so I was going in kind of blind there.
Yeah, they more or less, and they're more frequent, but they've gotten, I don't know. It's like they got better in one way and then worse in another. And then, I mean, there's a bit here. For the first thing, the UI is always a divisive thing. I get what they're trying to do. I get where they're going. I get what they're trying to accomplish. I'm okay with it. Moving the start bar to the center, moving like the start button and all the icons to the center, making it more macOS dock-like. Like, I'm all for having a dock in Windows. I think that's just really dumb. People have grown up with the shit to the left. So it's very strange to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the start button is still to the left of all the icons on your taskbar. So like as you add more applications, it just moves where that freaking button is. Yeah. Which I'm sure they'll put a thing where you could snap it back into the left corner, and that's fine. But it's just like there are certain things in Windows you got to leave alone, and every single time they fuck it up, Windows 8 is a perfect example of that. That start menu for Windows 8 was horrendous. That thing was a pain in the ass. But I mean, we'll see. The next thing, though, then you had this up a second ago, was that it's going to be a free thing, which is another Apple trope, because every single year macOS comes out and it's always a free upgrade. So Windows 10 was basically free. I don't know. I think I had to pay for Windows 10 like once, but there was a bunch of there's a bunch of easy ways to upgrade from 7 to 10. But regardless, I don't know. I have a bunch of additional thoughts, but we can move on to another topic unless you guys have more.
I just wanted to add that I double checked exactly what they said about the updates. They're going to be 40% smaller and happen in the background.
Okay, but is the machine still going to have to restart all the time?
They didn't say anything about restarting. They upped the quality of the updates with a quote-unquote new mechanism from high-tech industries that should download them faster and without interrupting your work. And that makes it sound like you're not going to have to restart your computer. Like, I mean, even Apple updates, your computer has to restart.
Yeah.
But you can schedule it for while you're asleep or something.
Yeah.
So maybe they're doing something more like that, where it downloads them in the background and then installs them and restarts your computer when you're not using it.
Yeah. The other thing that's really scary when I ran Windows for a very, very, very long time. One of the things that was always scary was restarting my machine. My Windows machine always gave me, even if it was a tiny amount, of anxiety, because if something's going to go wrong with Windows, it's going to happen during a restart. Like, it's in all of my years, it was always a rare experience for, while I'm doing something in Windows, for something to fudge up and then the machine be not usable to the point where I'd have to restart it. But then I'd be scared to restart it because I'm scared I'm not going to be able to get back into the thing. And I've been running Mac now for 4 years. And again, not to ride that, that Mac OS D, but like legit, the shit is like a phone. It just doesn't, it absolutely has its problems. But I've only ever once had to go into safe mode in Mac OS. And that was from Samsung DeX, that stupid desktop thing. I installed it on my laptop. I removed it and then I reinstalled it. And it freaked the MacBook out. Your phone's restarting. Speaking of updates.
Oh yeah, no, I knew about that.
No, you're good. So that was the only time. And then I had to mind you, I've never been in a macOS safe mode, so
Me neither.
it was it's really weird. You have to use the command line. It's not as nice as Windows safe mode. But Windows safe mode needs it. Or Windows needs it more, I would say. But okay. So, I mean, they're going in a more Windows 70 / Apple direction. And then the last chunk is the Android apps.
Well, there's one other.
Oh, there's one other thing. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. They're also going to have, like, auto HDR detection for your video games.
Okay.
Because they're really leaning into the Game Pass on PC section. They had a whole thing for Game Pass on PC. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that's something that you guys find interesting.
No.
I have a video brewing about my thoughts, and I'm gonna put out on the main channel, because there's a bunch of shit here that's not being addressed. But that's neither here nor there. We can that can come out in the video. I'm
again not trying to ride the Apple train here, but
you gotta ride it.
But I have no choice, because what I've been seeing and looking at jobs, lots and lots and lots more companies are asking, do you have Apple experience? Do you, I've been seeing more companies doing MacBook stuff more and more than ever. Mm-hmm. And my thinking is that I wonder if it's getting to the point Apple might be more going into businesses than Microsoft in the near future.
It might not be, and you know what?
And that Microsoft will stay alive because of gaming.
Yes. More than likely, well.
And developers. They did focus on that in their presentation, because they were very focused towards, I mean, outside of all the family and home stuff and connecting people with the Teams thing, but they also had a whole thing where it kind of sounded like they were taking a jab at Apple because they were talking about how their computers are, how everything is built for the developer and the user. The build your own PC or just buy a PC. Like, they kept talking about the customization and the build feature and how you have more freedom in the back end and stuff like that.
That's
I think that was relevant, right? I'm a little lost.
I mean,
no, I mean I get what you're saying. That's great and all, but here's what's another thing too. I get that people want to be able to modify their machines or do things or build their own and that and the other. But here's the biggest difference. With an Apple computer, it doesn't slow down. And if it does, you don't really notice it.
there's some nuance to that. Windows unfortunately has a very unfair disadvantage because you can't buy a MacBook with a traditional hard drive. You can buy a Windows machine with a traditional hard drive, and Linus has done plenty of tests that demonstrate it's the SSD. It's not so much Windows' fault though.
But I'm not going with just the speed part. What I'm saying is with a Mac, and you use Windows for long enough, and I'm not just going to say bless you.
Thank you.
And I'm not just talking about speed. I'm talking about how it seems like as a Windows machine gets older, it doesn't run as smooth.
It doesn't. Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The speed thing, yeah, I totally understand. I totally get that, and I'm not knocking Microsoft for that part.
And it's
But what I'm saying is, if it was a jab at Apple for, well, you can do this and this, but the thing is, you don't have to. You don't need to. Yes, you'll pay more if you need all those other things.
And that goes in line with what you said earlier as far as businesses. If businesses are, in fact, if there's an uptick in businesses getting MacBooks, the first thought that comes to mind is from their perspective, they may have to spend less overhead costs on help desk because the shit just works.
That's what I thought too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more money now for a thing that's going to hold its value longer, so you have a higher depreciation, which is better write-offs, for a device that doesn't need as much support by real human beings that you have to pay even when they don't have shit to do.
Right.
So in that regard, and they retain their values, even after they've been completely deprecated after 3 or 4 years, and you're not getting any more write-offs from them, they still hold their value. Like, if you look up, you can go on eBay, and you can look up, let's say, I don't know, pick a year between 2010 and 2015.
2013.
Okay, 2013 iMac. Let's take a look. Look at this one. So this one, this is just the first one, $300. Like, it is you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But if you look up a 2013 Windows machine like an HP, you can get that shit for $50. Oh, I mean, we have to look it up to do a fair comparison, but that's what I wanted to add on to your thoughts there. Especially in the development community. You know, it was funny because what was I watching? Why is it that every time you see a celebrity reality show or a commercial or I was watching an interview with the guys from South Park, you basically, they always have fucking Apple shit. Every single time. I'm not talking about the generic commercials where they just need a silver laptop and they put the sticker over it just so it looks generic. I'm genuinely saying about actual people using the things. It's always a freaking Apple product. Law firms, fucking the animators, all that stuff. And I get that it's creative arts and shit like that. But you see what I'm saying?
Or if you were on Nickelodeon, they all used pears. I don't know if you remember that. All of their computers looked exactly like Apple products, but they put a pear where the Apple logo would be. It was like their...
I am going to look that up because I have never heard of pear computers.
I don't know that they're real. It's just what they did to avoid brand stuff.
Oh, yeah. I never understood why they have to, like, blank the logo out. Like, if you're making a TV show, like, why do you have to blank the logo out? Who cares?
Probably
Apple.
Because you probably have to use the pay.
Yeah.
Or pay to use that.
And you're associating their company with something that they may or may not be okay with.
Yeah.
Like, if you throw an Apple product into a video about mass murder and why it's a good thing, like, Apple's going to sue you. They don't want their company associated with what you're doing.
But I don't. That's like saying YouTubers can't do a review on an Apple product. I mean, I get it falls under fair use. I get that. But right now, if I wanted to do a skit, so Joey and I are going to do a skit. We'll draw this out, right? It's Joey and I were walking down the street. He's acting really, really, really unfamiliar, and it's driving me crazy. is pissing me off. And then I just whip out my iPhone and I slap him with it. And you see in slow motion, but I get him with the screen. So you could see, you know, the close-up shot in the apple, right? Or maybe I smack you with the apple and then it leaves it in your face. Point is, why do I, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid as an example as that is. I never understood why, I don't know. It's not important. It's not relative.
Or the
relevant
Chantex commercials.
The Chantex?
Chantex.
Is that a...
I promise it's nothing. You guys never seen Chantex commercials?
I'm going to look it up right now.
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's usually...
Chantix.
Chantix, yes.
What the fuck? Oh, stop smoking. Okay.
Yeah. So you have that, or the other ones where, you know, about achy muscles for older people, whatever.
Yeah, those generic, and they put the little thing over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I don't understand. The last thing with Windows 11 though, to get back on that, the Android thing, the Android apps. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Because I'm a little indifferent. At first it seems like something that'd be a really good idea, but after having this fucking Android phone for almost 2 years, Android apps are fine. I don't know.
I think it's cool. I mean, it depends on what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Like, they had somebody working on one side, and then with the Snap feature, they had TikTok on the other side. So somebody could watch TikTok while they were working.
But isn't that what the web browser's for? Like, one of the things that drives me crazy with fucking Instagram is like they make you use the cell phone app. You can't use it via tablet. You can't use it via browser. You have to use it, and that drives me fucking crazy. Because I mean, you can view Instagram, but you can't submit anything. Like, but isn't that what the browser's for that shit? Because most of the apps are gonna get on Windows is gonna be what? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And you know what Instagram's gonna do? They're gonna say, well, we don't want you using your fucking PC. So it's going to be just one of those things where it just seems like one of those things where I don't even think, because Apple hasn't even done a really particularly good job with migrating the iOS apps into macOS on M1. Like, basically, they emulate the screen. Like, if you have I don't know if you've used any of these, but from what I understand, if you put an iOS app on your MacBook, your M1 MacBook, the touchpad just acts like a screen relative to whatever. So, like, you know, you pinch to zoom on your touchpad, but it's like the whole screen, corner to corner, represents the phone's touchscreen, which apparently isn't it's not a very good execution of it. So I can just imagine a lot of these Android developers just getting pissed off. Now, I guess the way that it works is it goes through the Amazon Android App Store, which, what the fuck is that? There's different app stores? Well, I guess I knew that already because there was a Samsung App Store. I don't know. We'll see. I think this is just another response to Windows trying to address Apple again, but
I mean, Windows 10, and I don't know if maybe even Windows 8 had this, but in Windows 10, I know for a fact with Android phones and stuff like that, you could do things with it.
Yeah, you can do. I don't know about maybe 8. Basically, you could do like texting and shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fairly recent thing, actually. Because now I go into my phone settings and it says on the Galaxy Note, it says, like, get text through a Windows machine, which is fine. But yeah, they seem to be more.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm like you. I could care, you know, take it or leave it kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so I have additional other thoughts, but we can get into those later. So we're 25 minutes in. Let's take a quick like side stroll here, guys, because we've been doing this now for a while, and we'll get into the Joey's WatchOS story here in a minute. But I just kind of want to
My watch?
Your WatchOS story, the WatchOS story you submitted.
Apple Watch 7.
Oh,
that was the story you put in. Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
While he reviews his story.
You just got cut off because Don said OS, but it's not talking about OS.
Yeah.
It's talking about, you know.
That's right.
Watch.
So, regardless.
You were just a little confused because he used the wrong words.
After a year, well, almost a full year, what's everyone's thoughts? What do you guys, I want to hear, you know what? Erin, I'm going to start with you. What do you think, what has been your most favorite part of the show, and what has been your least favorite part of the show? You could be as honest as you need to be. Joey can take it.
You mean overall or like favorite episode kind of?
All of it. Say all of it. We only had 2 stories this week, so we gotta burn some minutes, and what a better way to do it.
Well, this definitely would have been a better thing to think about ahead of time.
You want some time to think, and we could have Joey?
No, I got it.
Okay, she's got it. She's got it.
So I don't know. It's definitely been a crazy journey, watching it start from like you guys at the table and me sitting in the living room doing the audio, to the multiple days and hours of multicamming the episodes, to now doing it during the episode and not having all of that BS to do later.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has been a really crazy journey, and watching the first few episodes compared to the episodes now is just insane in the difference. And I think that we definitely have some really cool people on here, and we all vibe pretty well. And over the time, we've definitely gotten to vibe with each other better. And I guess my favorite part of the podcast would probably be just getting to, like, meet up with my friends every Thursday and sit down and talk about the stuff that interests us. And it has also grown my knowledge of the tech world, because I can't just find things out 2 years later anymore.
Yeah.
I have to pay attention to the now and seeing what's currently going on.
And you've been doing an excellent job. Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Erin deserves a huge shout out, because up until I think episode 29 or 30, the amount of time that she would put into multicam the episodes. So what you've seen in the recent episodes is basically her on the fly changing the camera while we record it in real time. But before, what we used to do is we'd have a bunch of iPhones and we'd record, and we would just have to hope that nothing went wrong, and then we'd have to transfer the footage from the cameras to the server. And because it's multicamming, and because they're iPhones, they had to do a whole bunch of processing, and all this shit had to be done just for Erin to then have to sit there and have to hit 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 2. Oh crap! I have to undo that. Like for hours and hours and hours and hours. And so she deserves a huge not thanks. What's the word I'm looking for? Just a applause for the weeks and weeks and weeks and countless hours that she put into to those episodes. And even the episodes now, it's obviously a lot easier, but
It is a lot easier, and it's a lot more fun. I don't dread the podcast being over anymore.
and that's a good thing. That is a good thing.
Yeah. And not dreading the podcast being over for the right reason.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is absolutely. Joey, you're up, man.
Well,
Let's hear your thoughts.
I mean,
Almost 1 year, 51 weeks. 51 weeks. We missed a few, but there you go. Joey got an applause. We need a soundboard. We got to get Erin one of those.
thank you.
Oh, to you.
It's all about me. Thank you.
Oh, to Joey.
Thank you. And Erin, this is also for you.
Oh, I see. But
thank
fuck
you,
Dom.
thank you.
I see.
Dom's only the one who set it up. Like it's
The applause is mostly for you, for your hard work and dedication to this channel. And Dom, you can get some booze. I don't care.
I will drink
Wow.
booze. I will drink beer and wine and.
we were supposed to
Yeah, Dom.
today.
Yeah, you blew that one too.
That's okay. We can get some afterwards.
No, not the same. What was the question?
I'm gonna throw this fucking water at your head.
What?
Tell me your feelings, the good, the bad, all that shit about the podcast after almost
the good.
an entire year.
The good is Erin, being able to work with Erin and all of her hard work and dedication to this channel. The bad is, well, seeing you every Thursday, Dom, and having to stay and talk to you across and not see Erin instead. That's the bad. Good, again, would be having Manny and Kyle on the show and watching it grow. bad is you're still here on this. Sorry.
I'll tell you what the real bad is. The numerous neurological disorders that I have gotten from listening to you open your fucking mouth every week.
Okay, so I know the fans of me really want to know what my thoughts
Fan.
Don't worry about that. I know who I have. No, in all seriousness, no, it's been amazing.
Okay.
I was definitely expecting more too.
Fuck you. You're gonna say all that bullshit just to go into serious mode and then give me one word? Come on.
No, it's amazing. I mean, from where we were to talking like a bunch of dicks.
Afraid to swear.
So dumb. How do you feel about that?
Joey, I feel that it's very good.
That's great. That's great. Erin, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I think that's wonderful.
Awesome.
That was way more energy than...
Yeah, that was way too much.
That was bullshit.
Way too much.
You have to
Go
impersonate
back and
yourself.
watch my first episode.
Okay, let's find out. I think it's episode 9. That's what we'll pull that up in a second.
But no, it from going from that to where we are now, where I can literally call you a cocksucker, and
Wait, can he do that?
We might have to beep that. I don't know yet. Just kidding, you're good.
better not be censoring me, man.
Only under very specific exceptions do you get censored.
Which we're not going to get into. Continue, Joe.
The word big.
Let's mark that down.
And to where we could just joke around like that whole segment of me saying Sister Erin and Brother Dom and, you know.
Yeah, peace, love,
and positivity only. And for a couple weeks in a row just to piss you off and then go from that to fuck you. Right away. I mean, that's just great. Now, the work-wise, ladies and gentlemen, Dom and Erin have spent countless nights with no sleep, have spent countless nights of basically not seeing anyone but themselves, and countless nights of literally going crazy to make sure that we are always ready on Thursdays and that our videos go out on time.
Not so much that last part, but we are always ready on Thursday.
Well, they at least try to get our videos out on time, but at the same time, those two, me, I show up on Thursday and I do this. I don't really do a lot of behind the scenes like Erin and Dom do. So, a big thank you to both of you for everything that you guys have done and continue to do. And I'm just excited, man, for how far this thing can go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Normally, typical podcast growth, like I said. I mean, we're only at 54, but we're gonna get to a better promotion system for sure. And we're gonna, I know there's only a few of you out there right now, but
we're gonna get the Lakers cheerleaders.
We're gonna get all that, absolutely. So Lakers cheerleaders, if you guys know anyone,
or the Bulls,
any cheerleaders, just any of them at all.
Michael Jordan, if you're listening to us, please come on our channel.
Yeah, there we go.
I had acquaintances that were cheerleaders in high school.
There we go.
But they didn't go professional, so I don't think anybody actually knows.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't. They know how to cheer.
Tell them this is tryouts. You can come here.
My cousin was a cheerleader. I'll have her bring her 4 kids and she'll.
What's her name?
4 kids.
You go to Facebook.
Hey, you said tryouts, right?
I did.
Get me a pool stick so I can break it in half. We're having
tryouts.
And only one of you can be.
Yeah.
Make it quick.
And then there's. Man, I'm glad they didn't show that because that must have been brutal. So, what are some of the stuff? And this is the last little minutes, and we'll get back into the stories and stuff like that. But we're just having a moment. What are you guys hoping?
Well, hold on. You didn't get to share your thoughts with us. You asked us ours.
Well, I already know the second I share mine, Joey's going to bitch about it.
Well, what are they anyway?
My thoughts are...
Shut up.
You see? It has been quite a wild ride. And while we don't have the audience yet, we will one day. And there's no reason to give up. And you know what? We haven't. And that amongst anything, amongst the frustration, the fuck ups, the bullshit, the setups, the failed footage, the experiments,
Failed audio.
the failed audio, just all the little crap, the culmination, and yet every single week we seem to do at least one thing better than the week before. And while there may be other things that are sometimes worse, the point is the growth. You could just see it. I mean, you could see it every week. Like setting this crap up. I used to have to do this shit Wednesday night. And I would take all the stuff out, put it all, run the cables, get the lights, set this up, and now it takes 10 minutes, more or less, sometimes 15. And it's just, you know what? And then everybody's just showing up. Now it's not even a thing anymore of just like asking, like, what are we doing Thursday? We just all know, you know, it feels like we're becoming a strong team. And while, you know, the Mannies and the Kyles and the Sams and all this stuff, you know, they're all in and out. It's not the point. You know, we're doing this shit, the three of us, hardcore. And I'm just really proud of us. Don't make it weird, Joey. Don't make it fucking weird. Erin, I hope you got lots of screenshots of his face. I hope you got like all the screenshots.
Hardcore. That was a beautiful, beautiful speech.
It was a very beautiful speech.
Thank you so much.
Well, while we have a couple minutes left, what do we hope to accomplish in the next year? Erin, you go first.
Oh, my biggest thing, I would love for us to have a prettier setup. One that is not just at the table. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we can get there. I think everything else that we do is wonderful. We have good synergy going on. We have good communication. We cover interesting topics, at least per my opinion. And, I mean, I don't see a whole lot that can... I mean, auto clips would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Auto clips, auto thumbnails, but then just getting things to...
Joey's breaking. He's not laughing at you. He's laughing at my face.
No, I figure he's not. I've been watching your faces, though. What was funny about them?
He's just doing his thing. Yeah, no, I
Is
agree.
there something on your iPad, Joey?
No, nothing's on my iPad. Sorry. I'm just having a mental break.
The irony is that Microsoft Edge on my MacBook just updated. This is a callback to earlier. Yeah, no, I think, you know what? I agree with you. The energy has gotten way better. The synergy has gotten way better. The not giving a fuck as much has gotten better. And I feel like it's a much better show. That's why it's going to be so exciting to do it live for you guys next week, July 2nd.
I won't be here. I have a Home Depot job that I have to make sure I get to.
You're going to have to Home Depot. I'm not going to say that.
What were you going to say?
Don't worry about it. It's not important. What's important
is
Dom's going to take Joe to get custom cut at the Home Depot.
It's not important, Joey. Do not worry about what that means. All you need to worry about is what are you hoping that we, yourself, can accomplish in the next year, in year 2.
I would like to hear you first, sir.
No, you go first.
No, you first.
No, you first.
First.
No, definitely now you first.
No, sir.
100%.
No, please.
For this next year, I would like to see you tell me your goals for the year.
Oh.
But now you're giving him like a year to do it.
Yeah.
Screwed yourself, babe.
Yeah. So.
Come on, Joey.
No, come on. You go first.
Why do I have to go first?
Because I went first last time.
You didn't go first last time. Erin went first.
Well, I mean, I went before.
Stick to the
I
rotation.
don't like it. Let's make it go this way. Go.
The one goal that I have right now is so that the channel is getting momentum, but you know things are still going up, the main channel, but that's been my primary focus. But I'm hoping that you know we can, as soon as we go live, we'll be able to kind of double down and really up our our quality and our entertainment value and all that other bullshit. And I would really like to get us to E3 next year.
That would be awesome.
That is, and potentially, if we can do this shit in 6 months, to the other thing, that's in January. You
can do it.
Like the come on, the thing in the January. Come on.
The thing into January.
Electronic show January.
CES?
CES, thank you. It's Consumer Electronics Show. Yes, CES. That might be a little tougher, but I think in 1 year, I think we could do it, guys. I do realistically think
You
that
think so?
if we put our ourselves to it.
Okay, so real quick, in order for any of this to happen, we need you guys to share this podcast with your friends.
Yes,
So
and
that-
make them listen
so that we have
till their ears bleed.
listeners.
Yes.
Because I think the past 2 podcasts on YouTube have 0 views at the moment. But
You know what? I'm gonna look.
so help us fix that.
Yeah. It's you know what? It's tough. And if you guys are listening, you have suggestions. We want to hear you guys.
Yes, please.
We get comments from Mike, and it's always about
Hi, Mike.
some weird shit Joey said. It's always some creepy shit. No, the last 2, 44 has 1 and 43 has 3.
Oh, well, those must be new since yesterday morning.
42 has 0. And there is I don't think there's any others that have 0 though. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. Podcasts are tough. All right, Joey. What's your goals? What's your hopes?
Dreams.
Well,
Aspirations? What's
I
that
would
word?
like a 7 Series BMW, a Bugatti.
For the channel.
So if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, so I can get these things, that'd be wonderful.
He wants a 7 Series and a Bugatti. That's
Yeah.
his.
Maybe not a Bugatti. I haven't decided. I'm still looking at cars. Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they have all these.
Oh, wait. Were you actually going to pay him, Don?
Not if he's gonna spend the money on.
I ain't doing this for bananas.
I thought we agreed strawberries,
That's right.
chocolate covered.
Don't forget.
I
Not
have
just any kind of chocolate.
Dark chocolate?
Ghirardelli.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna give you straight Hershey's.
Ew.
Nah.
Oh, so what the goals for this channel is? That's what I thought we were just
Just
talking
goals.
about
Like, what would you like to
personal
see? What would you like to have happen in the channel itself? Not a fucking car.
life. Oh.
What would you like to see us accomplish? What would you like to see us do in the next year?
As a team. Wow. I caught that eye roll.
I would like.
I did too.
I'd like to meet Tim Cook,
You'd like to meet Tim Cook,
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Realistic goals.
These are realistic. Why can't these be realistic, Aaron? Why can't they be
In
realistic?
a year.
Why can't it be realistic?
Well, then you better get to work if you expect those goals to happen.
Hey, all it takes is like the guy from Silicon Valley, where he dropped the thing on the table. Okay?
Are you talking about when Ehrlich dropped his nuts
Oh yeah.
and then got a $10 million offer?
There you go.
Okay.
See, can we do that? That'd be
Sure,
fun.
if you want to get us lined up with VCs, and then you want to expose your testicles to millionaires.
Hey, it might work. No.
That was a comedy show.
Yes.
Okay, so my goal for this channel is to become holy. For more subscribers, of course.
Of course.
To make sure that
Just feel it from the heart.
hold
That is not where your heart is.
on. That's where mine is. It's all the way down there.
What are you, a moose?
I don't have a heart. I gotta go deep and get it.
I don't even know what to say to that.
No, I mean obviously more subscribers, but I think in a whole year, I mean it's hard to gather. I mean, you already talked about going to those things. I would say
I mean, more subs is a good goal, man. That's definitely something that we need.
yeah.
If you're new here, please
I
subscribe.
mean, we need more subs, but I would also say, yeah, making sure that everyone's good too mentally.
Yeah, it'll be really nice when we can actually have like a physical studio and everything's already set up and the mental bullshit.
Oh, we got a studio already. Okay,
It's an apartment.
this is one of a kind.
Oh, it's one of a kind, all right. That's for fucking damn sure. Well,
But I want to also my goal is obviously more subscribers, but also, as much as cliche this is, but being able to make money.
Yeah, some sponsors and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and being able to do this stuff. Honestly, being able to do this shit full time would be wonderful.
Yep.
Being able to turn this into an actual physical
So
paying
you
job.
can see
But
my beautiful face every day. Monday,
oh god. All right, show's canceled, guys. Thanks for watching. This is the last
Wednesday,
episode. No, I'm just kidding.
Thursday,
Okay,
Friday, Saturday,
so
and Sunday.
Joey, tell us about your.
You just cut me off.
I did because we're 15 minutes left. Apple Watch 7 release date, price, features, and leaks. Tell us about your story.
Okay, let me read the article.
Oh my god.
So
Aaron, could you share us?
No.
Could you share with us Joey's story?
really,
Oh, you got it.
yeah.
Okay, tell us about this Apple Watch.
Okay, it's an Apple Watch. It's 7. I mean, you're the one that literally just said, "Tell me about the Apple Watch." So there's a rumor. This is from Tom's Guide, and I like Tom. He could come.
You like Tom?
Yeah, I like Tom.
Okay.
Why is this? There it is. Thank you. So, there is a report from DigiTimes. The Apple Watch 7 will feature a double-sided system in package. SIP, I guess. Whatever that is.
System and package.
There we go. System in package. There we go. From Taiwan's ASE Technology. And it could also... So, the upgrade could finally give us the battery life we want.
Mm-hmm.
So probably what my guess is the battery life would be really good.
What is really good by your guys' standards? What would be like you could brag about the battery life
It's
confidently?
2 days.
2 days for you, Aaron?
Yeah.
Realistically, I don't know. Because what I would want to do is I would like to... Sorry, thinking. Because what I would like better than a long-lasting battery is a battery that charges in like 10 minutes. Because the watch, and I don't always wear my watch because it's too bulky for my wrist, and so it's like really heavy. But what I would realistically love to do is wear my watch to bed so that it can track my sleep pattern, stuff like that. Then get up, go to work, wear it all day, then wear it all night, then wear it all day. So like somewhere in there has to be time to charge it. But I don't, because I want to get better at using my watch to track my sleep, I don't want to charge it overnight. So I guess I would at least want it to last 2.5 days.
2.5 days. And that would be your bragging rights battery life good enough?
Bragging rights would be 5 days.
I'm gonna go with that.
But
I would want I honestly want a full 5 to 7 days.
I was going to say bragging rights for me is a full week.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think a full on week. And the only reason I say that is just because having an automatic watch, be it expensive or cheap, is just it's just you don't think about it. It's just always going, and then you look at the watch. The fucking thing is draining, and then you're worried about the damn battery health. And so that, you know what I'm saying? Like my Apple Watch Series 3 right now has finally hit that point where I can really notice the battery life taking a hit. But the thing is, a Series 3, like from when that watch came out. So fair enough. But still, it's like, nah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but with all these features that are going into these watches, it's going to be kind of hard.
We'll see. I mean, really what they just need to do, and this is why this double-sided system on a chip is going to be basically what they're doing is they're going to be reducing the chipset size, double printing it onto one board, so that way there's more room for battery, which is good. Making it more efficient is another thing that can make it good, but I mean, we'll see. Realistically speaking, though, in order for me to full-time go back to the Apple Watch, I need like bare minimum 4 days.
Yeah.
Rock solid, because if you have a 24-hour watch, if your routine is off even once, then it's not going to get charged. Mm-hmm. And while it's not charged, it's useless.
yeah. Yeah.
So that's just those are just my basic thoughts. And then what else we got?
So, for people that were hoping for blood glucose monitoring, that might not be happening in this watch. Mm-hmm. Due to the fact, what I've seen is just because the technology that needs to go into that, plus COVID, all that stuff, it's just not the time. Honestly, I think they need more time to research and develop that. It will reportedly feature a faster processor, thinner bezels, and better ultra wideband functionality. Functionality. Yeah, that word. And it will also refresh. Or the Apple Watch refresh will focus on design and performance improvements. The release date. Dom, you want to guess what the possible release date is?
September, October.
Erin?
She has the article up.
I do.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Like Dom said, yeah. It looks like it's going to be in mid-September. They're hoping, what they're also saying, though, is if the Apple keynote going forward, if there is a live audience there, it might come out with the iPhone 13.
I would assume it would. It seems like Apple's going to basically their September event is when they release a bunch of hardware. Their spring event is where they release some hardware, and then WWDC is their summer event, and that's just software only.
Yeah.
I do think that I heard a rumor that they're going to be adding temperature monitoring, like for your body, with the watch, which for the COVID and all the other shit like that, I think makes sense because now you can see like, am I running a fever? It can tell you, and all that shit's. Oh, that's fine, but
I would like to know that for sleep tracking, because I don't remember. What's the temperature? They said you sleep best if your body's at like 70, not 72. What's the...
Oh, I don't know what the best. I know it's a little bit cooler.
Yeah. You get your best sleep if the room is a little bit cooler. So that would be really interesting to see that integrated.
65 degrees, 18 Celsius.
65 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Of the room.
Of your body or bedroom temperature, 65 degrees.
I was about to say, if we're 98 degrees.
Well, that's on the inside. On the outside, you're like in the 70s.
There's a $30. Wow.
$30.
30 degree.
There's a $30 surcharge every time you want 65 degrees.
There's a
body
$30
temperature?
Difference between your insides
There's a
and your
$30 difference. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
And then real quick, I know we're running out of time, but
Yeah, we're good.
they are saying that for release date, or the price, price, I mean, these are guesses, but it's most likely correct just because of, how the other watches were. But it's $399 for the entry level, which is the 40 millimeter size with GPS, and then $429 for the 44 millimeter. Plus another $100 to either size for cellular support.
Okay, and that's the typical thing. I wonder if there would be any benefit of Apple doing Apple Watches every other year, because I feel like every single year the Apple Watch has always been just underwhelming, and maybe that's just me. Like the biggest leap was when they added cellular and made the thing like officially water resistant. That was the Series 3. But afterwards, the EKG thing, that's cool. Not a lot of people are going to use that though. I mean, like realistically, it's a cool thing to have. But how often are people running, ECGs on themselves?
Every once in a while.
You know what I'm saying? And that's you, and you're aware of it. Like you yourself, Erin, are hyper aware of it. Because I see you using it, and even then, it's like. But for most people, they're probably like, "What? This thing does that?"
Well, no, I would say I'm hyper aware of checking my heart rate, but the ECG, I do occasionally. But I always think it's pointless to do because my heart is in fine rhythm. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. What's the point of me checking it?
Right, and that's
personally.
That's my point. Like one
my
of the
body personally.
I would like to see, and I heard supposedly now it's confirmed that Touch ID will be coming back in the iPhone 14. But that's just a rumor right now. But I would like to see on the Apple Watch some of the stuff. The entering in your stupid code every single time is a pain in the ass. You take the watch off, mind you, you're not taking it off that often, but it's still kind of a pain in the ass to type in that little thing. Face ID or Touch ID would be better, but Face ID.
Face ID would be great.
Face ID would be nice, especially because then you could fucking FaceTime with the watch. Mind you, battery drain, I get it. And then louder speaker, better battery, and like I don't really give a shit about the apps too much. Just give me a great way to manage my notifications. And honestly, and then the workout shit. I love working out with the Apple Watch. I'll give it that all day long.
Oh, yeah.
When I would go swimming, if I forgot, it would know. It was like, oh, yeah, you're doing whatever. It knew every fucking time. It was crazy.
You're swimming laps.
It knew which
You've done
swim you were doing.
175 strokes.
Yep, it knew 175 strokes. That was on the low end, too.
Well, there was a commenter that said at the bottom of this article, actually, what he was saying, or this person was saying, that he would like to see it, instead of, to go up to 50 millimeters. Like
a big old...
The watch size?
Yeah.
Gross.
I would love it. Absolutely.
For you, I could see. This watch is 45 millimeters, and I think 45 would be perfect for me, with no bezels.
Yeah.
No, I would
This
love
is what they're thinking it'll look like.
Or maybe 47. Yeah. I think this is 47 if you factor in the bezels. No, it'd be close to 50 maybe. 48.
Because 44 to me still seems small on my wrist.
For you, you need a bigger. You would probably need like a 50 millimeter, 48 millimeter, maybe even 52 millimeter. I can definitely see, and you know what? Apple probably could pull that off. And the battery life on that bad boy would be crazy.
Yeah.
And you know they're never going to release like an Apple Watch Pro. They're not going to do any of that kind of shit. So there's not going to be an Apple Watch Max.
Apple, if you're listening, can you release something like that? 50, 52?
They do need to. I do think they need to release one more, maybe two more sizes. One for the super duper small, like Erin.
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say, can
like
we
a
have
36,
like a 35?
a 30, yeah, and then like a 48. You think even I don't, dude? You have big ass wrists though.
Yeah.
What is the smallest acceptable size you would take?
44.
They have it now. They have. 44.
I know that.
No. What I'm saying is, if you had to pick a size that's good enough for you, but accommodates as many other people as possible, what size would that be?
I guess 48.
48. Yeah, fair enough. It'd be cool too if we can get straps with batteries in them, because they were supposed to do that. There's a port on the Apple Watch.
And I wish they would also make these things, speaking of straps, not so damn expensive.
You can get I mean,
yeah, you can get the rubber ones, but they don't look as nice.
no.
Yeah. There are really nice ones on Amazon and stuff, but honestly, I wouldn't as in like I have never ordered an Apple Watch band off of Amazon. Only because like if it fails, your watch is falling off your wrist.
Right.
And like I don't want that.
They're
Because
pieces of crap.
I know with the 7 I'm gonna probably do the cheapest one, which is, the rubber band. But I would love
In black.
Yeah, but I would love like the one that you have.
Oh, the butterfly clasp.
Is it? Yeah,
The black.
chain,
Yeah,
like
that thing is stupid expensive. Honestly, part of me.
I like my Melanese loop.
Yeah, a lot of the
It
Melanese.
gets stuck to my hair though.
It does. The butterfly clasp is cool. And it is nice that Apple allows you to swap those bands out. But the bands are so expensive. But if you get any knockoffs, they're like shitty.
Yeah.
They suck. The knockoffs suck. I don't know. My biggest but like if they took this, screw the Face ID and everything like that. Give me the loudest fucking speaker possible. I want to be able to like fill a room up with music. Nothing, I'm not looking for IMAX, THX. I'm not looking for any of that shit, but I need to be able to hear it with a sufficient amount of noise around me. If I can hear it in the shower, wherever, no matter what. So like if I'm in the shower and I can put my arm out full length and I can still hear it clearly, that is the loudness that I would find acceptable. And then just give me a battery that lasts 4 days. And I would daily drive an Apple Watch again. Just for those two things. Because otherwise, 90% of the time, what I loved about it is if I'm working on something, I can just boop and then do my phone call. That was great. But without that, you fucking use. You gotta go like this. You might as well just get the phone, or an AirPod.
Yeah.
But we are on the last minute, guys. So any last thoughts on the show? Are we excited for next week? We got a lot of prep work to do this week. This next week.
Tune in, Mike.
Tune in. Mike will be there. Oh, Mike will be there. There should be a decent amount of people there. Any estimates on what our peak concurrent viewers are going to be?
2.
4.
I'm going to guess
52.
I'm going to guess 10. So I'm going to go ahead and put the reminder up this week. I'll probably do it tomorrow. To let people know, we'll tweet it out. We'll get people hit up reminders, share it. You guys will see it on YouTube. So thank you guys again We're going to conclude the show now. Definitely subscribe, all that shit like that.
Complete the show now.
And, well, I see the little timer. It just hit 0. And we are done. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys liked it. Definitely check us out next week, July 2nd. We are live from here on out. Really appreciate you guys watching. And we will see you next week. And as always, talk to you soon.
Later.
Take care, guys.